Welcome to the Address TRAD Report screencast. The Address Report displays data for children who are in ECI Comprehensive Services anytime during the date selected. Please note, the family name and address information is selected based on the mailing address or physical address if no mailing address was entered of the first active family member for whom the resides with indicator has been checked. If information exists for more than one family member meeting these criteria, the member is selected based on a hierarchy of relatives, starting with the mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, etc. If the family address information exists in TKids but is not reflected in this report, make sure the resides with indicator is checked. To access the report, select Address in the drop-down menu. To select the time frame for the report, first select a start date in the field labeled From and an end date in the field labeled To. Select a format for the report. All formats present the same information. Click the Generate Report button. When you open the report, you will see a table or spreadsheet. Near the top of the report, on row 3, if you chose the Excel format, you see the date and time the report was generated, followed by the number of rows returned. The spreadsheet has 25 columns. The first column is a case ID. The second column is a child ID. The next two columns are optional columns. The information will only be populated if it was entered into TKids. The third column is a local ID if your office uses this information. The fourth column is the office ID. Again, it will only show up if the information is entered into TKids. The next column is the first name of the child, followed by the child's middle initial if this was entered into TKids. The next column is the child's last name, followed by the child's date of birth. The next column is the enrollment date for the child. The next column shows a relationship for the family member who is identified in TKids as the child residing with. The next column is the family member's first name, followed by the family member's middle initial if this was entered into TKids. The next column is the family member's last name, followed by the family's address, the family city, and the family zip code. The 18th column is the suffix if this is used by the family. The next column is the county in which the family resides, followed by the family's email if this was entered into TKids. The next column is the family's home phone number, followed by the family's work number if this was entered into TKids, the cell phone number, and any other phone number entered into TKids. The last two columns provide information about the child's service coordinator. There's the service coordinator's first name, followed by the service coordinator's last name.